Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So sorry this is a little bit late, but I've been working on schoolwork and some other stuff came up. But here we are. I want to talk about The Last of Us Part 2. This was a theory I kind of thought of a while ago, and by a while ago I mean like 3 days ago. But it's like a legitimate theory. Basically, there's been a lot of questions about The Last of Us Part 2 being on a PS5, like a type of remaster, remake, or not remake, but I guess remastered. But I want to talk about the possibility of like factions, for example, because I know factions is a big part of the community, and I know a lot of people like it, and I personally want to talk about my opinions about how I could think it's on a PS5 exclusive of The Last of Us Part 2. So as we all know, a lot of people were really disappointed to know that there won't be any type of multiplayer in The Last of Us Part 2. Naughty Dog even tweeted about it, that they're actually gonna, in a way, they confirmed it, but they're not ready to share the news about it in like Last of Us Part 2. But something that made me realize was that they in a way confirmed that multiplayer will still be happening in some sort of way. They just haven't officially announced it. So what I was thinking is that maybe it could be on another version of The Last of Us Part 2, or maybe it'll possibly be in a future update. But the issue is the PS4 is ending its life cycle, I believe. I think they confirmed that if there's a game on PS5, then it will not be on PS4 and PS5. It'll just be a PS5 exclusive. I think they said that in an article. I have to look it up, but I know they said that somewhere. So it's pretty interesting that the PS4 might be ending its life cycle pretty much soon. I'm not sure what's going to be happening. I don't know if PS5 will support PS4. I heard rumors that it will support PS3, PS4, and PS2, which I doubt. I'm not even joking. I really doubt that, but that's a rumor I heard. But yeah, I was thinking about The Last of Us Part 2 being on the PS5 because it would most likely run really well on the PS5, considering that it's doing fine on the PS4 from what we've seen. Like I said, what we've seen, I don't know if it'll actually run well, but from what I've seen, it looks like it'll run pretty well. But then a recent article showed up about The Last of Us Part 2 will work on PS5, says PlayStation CEO, and basically the CEO said that The Last of Us Part 2 will run without any issues. So that's pretty much all the CEO said about The Last of Us Part 2 running with no issues, and I kind of thought it was obvious that it would run with no issues, but I don't know if it's going to be on the PS5 as an actual PS5 exclusive or backwards compatibility. I don't know what the plans are. I don't know if they're going to make people buy another $60 version of the game just to get better quality, which I doubt. I'm sure it'll be like, maybe it'll be like Xbox Series X, where some game developers will like have to quality enhance upgrade, I don't know, something like that, but that's just what I'm thinking of. We'll just have to wait and see. But then something else came up, and it's the PS5 The Future of Gaming. This is going to be on June 4th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. My thought is that maybe they could show Last of Us 2 running on the PS5 or as a backwards compatibility. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell because they kind of already showed too much gameplay, and I don't think they're going to really show Last of Us 2 gameplay, like new footage. But maybe they could show like a test run of like just some gameplay of like how it'll run on the PS5, but I'm not sure if they're gonna do that, if that makes sense, because they're kind of advertising it for the PS4, so it'll be kind of weird for them to do it on the PS5. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I just had a thought that maybe there could be a possible chance that we could be getting factions on a PS5 version of The Last of Us Part 2. Now, this is a strong maybe. This is just a theory, but I really feel like if they really wanna, I feel like with multiplayer, since the gameplay already has like a lot of mechanics, maybe it was impossible to do multiplayer the way they wanted, or maybe they want to do some new crap, but they couldn't do that on the PS4, or maybe because the life cycle was ending and there's not going to be any Sony PS4 exclusive except for like Ghost of Tsushima. But yeah, I was thinking of the possibility of maybe there could be like a version of Last of Us Part 2 on the PS5 where we could possibly begin a factions mode. That would be really interesting because it makes sense just to like advertise some type of multiplayer on your PS5 while instead of the PS4. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I think their plan is. Cause I do know that they can I can tell that they really do care about multiplayer, but they obviously had to focus on the main game, of course. And I do see multiplayer coming to Last of Us Part 2 maybe in the future update, whether it be on the PS5 or PS4, so it's eventually going to happen, but I just think that there could be possibly a version of The Last of Us Part 2 where maybe it's enhanced better, maybe runs better, which it will, from what the CEO said, but I'm just wondering of what's gonna happen pretty much just because of there could be multiplayer on the PS5 version, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, so I'm just gonna hope you do. But yeah, that's why I kind of like think about why factions or multiplayer is gonna be on some type of PS5 for Last of Us Part 2 if that ever happens. But yeah, something else I want to mention. Also, this is future me, by the way. I learned about this earlier. I kind of knew about it, but I didn't think it was necessary to bring it up in the video. But I kind of wanted to bring it up just for the sake of just mentioning it. But apparently, Last of Us, the Last of Us on the PS3, they apparently had factions, from what I can tell from online, which I didn't know that all. I thought factions was only on the PS4 version, which is kind of like what made me think about this theory of Last of Us Part 2 factions being on, you know, the only on PS5, some type exclusive, I don't know, but apparently Last of Us had factions, and I know Uncharted had multiplayer. I don't know what the multiplayer was exactly, but it seemed to be somewhat similar of The Last of Us, but anyways, my point is, they basically had multiplayer on the PS3, which eventually shut down in 2019, I believe. So it's pretty sad, but it kind of brings up my point in some ways. But it could be possible that we could be getting some type of multiplayer on the PS4 version instead of having to buy a whole nother copy. But it's gonna get to the point. I doubt anytime soon, probably in like 6 years. I don't know. I'm just guessing that the Last of Us factions will pretty much be, Last of Us Part 2 factions will be pretty much dead on the PS4 eventually, and then probably on the PS5 will be alive. But something I want to mention was that Naughty Dog has been doing multiplayer for a while with Last of Us and Uncharted. They even have like Uncharted 4 multiplayer. I'm not sure if they have Lost Legacy multiplayer, but I know they have Uncharted 4 multiplayer for sure. I tried it out actually in the beta, and it was pretty cool. But yeah, my point I want to make here is that Naughty Dog most likely wants to do something bigger than just having some multiplayer in their games. Because they've done multiplayer with pretty much most of their games, like Uncharted and Last of Us. So, especially with the tweet I mentioned, even though I know it's a very old tweet, Naughty Dog definitely wants to experiment doing something new, and they clearly want to do that after they finish The Last of Us Part 2, which they did, but it's all ultimately up to, we just have to wait at this point and just see what they have to do. Because I don't know what their plans are for Last of Us Part 2 is after they finish the game. I personally think we could get some type of DLC or something, like a story DLC, and maybe that's when they'll announce some type of multiplayer, maybe a season pass. I'm not sure, because obviously Last of Us Part 2 isn't out yet, and so we can't just guess at this point. But my point is, I'm trying to make is that they could maybe be working on some type of season pass, and maybe it could be about Ellie, maybe about some random survivor, I don't know, maybe part of the story. I most likely has to be connected to the story as some type of DLC. But I do think that they're gonna do, I do think they're still playing on Last of Us 2 content, especially after the game is released. Just like Lost Legacy and Last of Us Left Behind. Those games were made possible because the fans really wanted more content. That's how good the games were. They enjoyed it. Last Part 2, I can't say for sure if we'll get DLC, but most likely we'll get some type of DLC. That's just my thoughts and opinions, but yeah, sorry if I sound like I'm rambling on, but this just came to my head just now while editing this video, and I'm like going crazy because I feel so smart at the moment. But yeah, that's all I had to say pretty much, so you can get back to the video. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we'll get factions or some type of multiplayer on the PS4 or the PS5? I really say the PS5 because it's literally the PS5. It makes sense. That's just my thought. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to comment down below your theories about it, factions being on the PS5. I haven't played factions. I have seen gameplay of factions. It looks actually really fun. The only thing I just don't like is you have to pay for PS Plus. But other than that, it looks fun. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you guys enjoyed. Let me know what other videos you want me to do. You guys have been killing it with the support recently. I hope I don't sound like pissed off, but I really do mean it. Like, I really do mean it. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed this kind of content. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.